Hello and welcome to Lamb's Respite. It's been a little bit. Last month I got rank 1 or master 1 in ranked. And played a little bit of rated duel, but not too much. And now Maliss is here, so obviously it's the best deck. So we're gonna pull for packs. I have a lot of gems and a lot more in the gift box. So I actually already had to open some packs because my some gems were about to time out. So I bought the bundle for 1500. I also bought the dual pass, and then I think I bought like 2 or 3 other packs. I believe it was, when I say it's like 2 packs with the bundle, so like 30 packs total. I believe I have oh shoot, my internet. Okay, so I already have 2 White Rabbit, 1 Dormouse, 1 Field Spell, and then I think those are the main UR that you need. There's another one, isn't there? Oh, March Hare. I'm missing March Hare completely. I think you need like 3 of all of these. So I have a lot, but we're gonna still need more. So let me make sure the stream is working, and then we'll get started. And then today we're also gonna, hopefully, after opening packs, because I want to do it quick. I don't want to do it like super slowly. I'm going to learn how to play Maliss because I actually have 0 idea how to play. I think I watched like 1 video. And I did not play in TCG, so I don't get that advantage. Give me 1 second. I have a lot, but okay, I think my sound is working fine. All right. Let us start opening packs. I pretty much, even though I don't have a deck list, I pretty much know. Oh yeah, the last pack didn't have any URs, so hopefully this one's better. I wonder if I should skip. I feel like skipping. Oh! Oh wait, these are useless. I think, wait, do I have too many No, that's 3 Dormouse. That's pretty good, 4. Oh, this looks like at least has 1. Wow, I have like 4 of these. Armed Rebellion, these are all to be dusted. I might just spend today like dusting. Okay, I needed that. March Hare. Wait, let me search up. For dual meta. Do you run 3 of the field spell? Yes, 3 field spell, 3/3/3. Or some people run 2. No, it's 3/3/3. And then you need the queen, which I got. So all I'm missing, really... I mean, I'm still gonna go. I'm gonna go until I pretty much have all of them. I do want to check. I just check. Two, three, one, one. So I'm basically missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. That's pretty good. I'm pulling good ratios of these. I'm probably gonna have more copies of Dormouse than I need, but that's okay. Alright, let's keep pulling. Struggle in Wonderland. Oh my god, there's another March Hare. That's like perfect. No, I think we just need the field spell. These are both useless. Wow, only one. Unlucky. I mean, I could technically craft, but like I have too many gems that I don't plan on. I'm probably gonna be playing this deck for the next like year, so. Okay, I have too many of stuff now. Let's go check. I have 3, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's like perfect. Wait, that's so perfect. Wow, I have 2 shiny of these. All I need is 2 more field spell. Do I keep pulling in this trash set? Ah, I feel like I don't. I feel like it's so perfect. Let me claim my gift box. 4,000. Maybe I should calm down. The chances of me getting the field spell is very slim. Cool. Oh, do I keep pulling? Or do I save my gems? My gems are gonna get overflown. Ugh. This is a really good time to stop. Okay, I'll stop for now. Let's disenchant. So we'll name this Maliss. Cheesy cat also at 3. Maliss. Okay, Maliss, save it. Gonna need a bass. Wrong one. Dismantle all extra cards. Now let's sort by order obtained. I think we're pretty much disenchanting anything that's not Maliss. Where did I start? Oh, we can go to cancel selected cards. Oh, I'm about to get so many. Oh, this was from me like pulling. That's about here. Like the first card. Oh, I crafted, so usually crafted those. You really craft that? Why is that there? Twin pillars. We're not ever gonna play Tenyi. Armed Rebellion. Insect Synchro. Disgusting. Battle Wasp. I don't want to keep any of these. I'm not keeping any of these either. Delta Imitation. I'm good. Need those. Need maybe those. Trying to find Draco Berserker of the Tenyi. They're disenchanting. Denial. Deity. Wow, that's an SR. It's crazy. Oh my god, Speed Troopers. Oh, that's a Maliss card. That is also a Maliss card. Oops. Where did I put it? Yeah, so these two I already have 3 copies of the shiny. Sign it. Oh, thought it was sign it mining. You are a battle loss. I don't want to disenchant those. Where was I? Boy, I'm not even done yet. Here's my Maliss cards. Okay, see what's there. Oh boy, this is a big event. Probably not playing in it. Secret bag, I don't even know what this is. New accessories for Tenyi, Wind. Don't know what that is. These probably for Maliss. Oh, for the festival. I'll just wait for someone else to figure out what's good. And meanwhile, it's time to build Maliss and learn it. So let's go on YouTube. Let us learn how to play Maliss. So this one 10 months ago. 10 months ago is not going to be for I just need to know the Maliss combos. 2 months ago. They're all too old.
Normal summon it. Activate. For the main combo, you'll just need Maliss Dormouse. Normal summon it.
I'm gonna be right back. Alright, I'm back. Let's learn these combos.
For the main combo,
With
you'll just
Dormouse,
need
I
Maliss
think
Dormouse.
in the White
Normal summon
Rabbit.
it. Activate to banish March Hare,
Oh, March Hare, oops.
which triggers to pay life and add itself to hand.
Okay.
Link Dormouse into Link Decoder.
And I think he used March Hare's
Activate
effect.
March Hare in hand to banish Dormouse to summon itself. Dormouse now triggers to summon itself.
Now you have
Link all
3.
monsters into Red Ransom. Chain Link 1 Red Ransom. Chain Link 2 Decoder.
Okay.
Link Decoder
into
summons
Red
back
Ransom.
while Ransom searches Maliss in Underground.
Okay, Field Spell.
Link both monsters into Appaloosa. Even if they use Nibiru before Appaloosa, you're able to easily play through it by just continuing these steps that I'll show you now. Activate Underground. Banish Mirror from deck. Mirror triggers to banish Red Ransom to search for White Rabbit.
Okay, that's not even the last one. There's still a cheesy
Banishing Red
cat.
Ransom triggers it to summon itself and banish Chessy Cat from deck,
Oh, there we go.
which triggers it to summon itself. Activate it to banish White Rabbit to draw 2, which triggers White Rabbit to summon itself.
It's crazy.
Activate White Rabbit to set TB11. Link Cat and Rabbit into Splash Mage.
Almost done.
Let's get a deck list then.
Activate it to revive Cat. Link Cat and Mage into White Binder. Activate it to set GWC6 from deck. Activate TB11 to banish Binder to summon anything from deck. All Maliss traps can activate the same turn they're set if you banish a Maliss monster from field. This triggers White Binder to summon itself and draw 1. You don't have to activate Binder here, but even if you do, just banish TB11. Link all monsters except Appaloosa into Terahertz.
Wow.
Set whatever cards you have in hand.
But then
so
somebody
you have
said
6 or
terahertz
less.
isn't optimal, so...
Otherwise, you have to discard. End your turn.
Oh, I need
During
to
the
craft
end phase,
the...
activate Terahertz to send Dove a worm. Then during your opponent's turn, when they
I
have
do
something
need
engraved
to-
to banish, activate GWC6 to revive White Binder.
Seems straightforward enough.
Activate it to banish 1 or 2 cards from their grave, and then banish Red Ransom from your own grave.
The Red Ransom special
Red
itself.
Ransom now summons itself and banishes White Rabbit.
And then White Rabbit specials itself.
Activate both Red Ransom and White Rabbit. White Rabbit summons itself while Red Ransom searches follow-up. Activate Rabbit to set MTP7 from deck. So this end board has 2 Appaloosa monster negates. Binder banish cards from grave. Terahertz sends Packbit to push a monster to back row. Dev a worm spell or trap negate. MTP7 banish a card. As well as 9 cards in hand, which I'll continue the combo to show you, for a total of 6 disruptions plus insane follow-up. Now to continue showing you how to use disruptions. When you want to banish with MTP,
I just need another
if you
turn
have
one.
Rabbit, do this combo. Normal
Rabbit gets
summon
to
it.
trap.
Set TB11. Activate it by banishing Rabbit. Summon Dormouse.
Dormouse
This
dumped.
triggers Rabbit to summon itself. Link both monsters into Lizardos.
Okay. So you don't go in March Hare
Activate
here.
it to banish Dormouse and target itself. Dormouse now triggers to banish Cat. Cat summons itself. Link Dormouse and Lizard into Red Ransom.
Okay. So it seems like the first link you go to is always Red
Activate
Ransom,
it to search Underground.
which searches the field spell.
Link Ransom and Cat into Splash Mage.
Really?
Activate it to revive Cat. Link both monsters into White Binder.
Then you go into code decoder, whatever that card's called, later.
Activate it to banish the Trap and Red Ransom. Red Ransom summons itself in the middle zone and banishes March Hare,
March
which
Hare
triggers to add
this.
itself to hand.
Okay.
Activate White Binder to set GWC6.
This is always the second
Activate
trap.
March Hare in hand to banish Rabbit and summon itself. Link it into Link Decoder. Link
there
Decoder
it
and
is.
Binder into Firewall Dragon and summon it next to Red Ransom.
And you
Link
see someone
Decoder summons
else's
back.
combo. He didn't go into Firewall
Activate
last
Underground
time.
and banish Mirror. Activate Mirror to banish Binder to search follow-up.
I know this deck is hard.
Binder
You have a
comes
lot of
back and draws one.
options.
Activate Firewall to add back Hare and Chessie from
We're gonna
grave
need
to
to
hand.
do some testing in like solo mode.
Link into Heart's Crypto using everything except Firewall.
He didn't make Heart Scripter last time either.
This triggers Firewall to summon Cat from hand. Activate Cat to banish Hare to draw 2. Link everything into Terahertz.
Oh, there's Terahertz.
Set some cards so you don't discard them. End your turn. During the end phase, send the Save Worm to grave. During your opponent's turn, activate GWC6 to summon Binder. Use it to banish a card from their grave. Then banish Red Ransom and Heart's Crypto from your grave.
And then they both summon themselves, I assume.
They both summon themselves and gain advantage.
Red Ransom searches. Would even still have the search. Oh, I guess you can. White Rabbit summons itself. Searches the field spell again.
This end board has the Save Worm spell or Trap Negate. Pack Bit push a monster back with
Sheesh.
Terahertz. Binder banish cards from grave. And MTP7 banish a card.
Okay, Underground Gold
If you
Sark.
just have Underground or Gold Sarcophagus, do this combo. Activate it. Banish Dormouse.
This deck should be
It
Omega
activates
consistent.
to summon. Activate it to banish White Rabbit. White Rabbit summons itself. Activate to set TB11. Link both monsters into Splash Mage. Activate to revive anything. Link into Red Ransom.
Okay. Wait. Why do you suddenly go into Red Ransom?
Activate to search Mirror.
Oh, you can search Mirror now.
Activate TB11 to banish Red Ransom and summon Cat. Red Ransom now summons itself and banishes Hare,
Now
which
Hair
activates
special
to add
with
itself
self.
to hand.
Oh, add self.
Link Cat into Decoder.
Oh boy, this is gonna be hard.
or
My
summon
brain
large
is
air
already
from
like
hand by
overwhelmed.
banishing
It's okay, we
cat.
have a month. The plan is to learn
Cat
Maliss
activates
this
to
month.
summon itself. Activated to banish mirror and draw 2. Activate mirror to banish the trap to search for GWC6.
So it seems like you never use Mirror's effect, like on
Link
field effect.
everything except red ransom into Heart's Cryptor.
Look for an ATM from our bank, or we'll have to pay a small fortune.
Oh boy.
Which triggers decoder to summon. Link everything into white binder.
I can't even tell how he's like linking down so
Activated to
hard
banish
there.
Cryptor.
I have no idea how optimal
Cryptor summons
these
itself.
plays are. It's not like
Set GWC6.
Snake Eyes is like mostly
Activated.
one line
Banish white
and
binder
like
to summon red
10 ways to
ransom.
get to that one line. Like 10 ways to get to
White
Snake Eyes
binder
app.
summons itself and draws 1.
This deck just goes in circles instead. Oh boy.
Activated to set GWC6 from grave. Link everything into terahertz. Set a card so you don't discard. End your turn. During
Next
the
turn,
end
you're gonna
phase,
special summon like
Terahertz
White
sends out
Binder.
a worm.
I assume.
This end board has spell or trap negate. Packbit push a card to back row. Binder banish cards from grave.
Wait, this seems kind of
Crypto
weak.
banish a card. And MTP7 banish a card. For a total of 5 disruptions plus amazing follow-up. Shout out to these amazing people for the great support.
Maliss Day. So I have a bunch of gems saved up, and we are ready to go. I'm a big Maliss hater, but also obviously build the deck because I'm the worlds. I'm not a Maliss fan, but I'm still here for it. I'm here for everything. So Yu-Gi-Oh! End of the day, and I'm here to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Jesse Fon from bankruptcy today. Oh, so this did happen. They changed the price of gems in Canada, and they increased the prices by like 15 to 20%. I spent like an extra $60 today. I can be the hero with like 60 card Grass Snow Maliss. I probably will do that, yes. The adventure begins.
Let's see him play Malice.
Fucking, this is what I thought. These are the rovers I thought I'd be getting.
Rapier the Onslaught. 10 packs. Rip it and skip it. Rip it and skip the last 10. That's crazy. I spent 30,000 gems and I only get 2 of this and 1 of this. Anything super important I'm missing? Almirage? I don't know. I don't need Almirage. Zeroboros is the card I'm considering.
I will see him play. So, what's the best start? He has like 3 starters. I don't know if Cheesy Cat's a starter.
How do I out this? I have to link 1.
Oh my god. He plays Millennium Engine in
I'm
this?
getting floodgated at this shit today.
Oh, he's playing.
I have to do this. I have to do this.
That special summon itself, and then set the trap, I assume.
Bum, 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 bum.
Seems like a weak hand from the opponent.
What the fuck, man? What the actual fuck? This is ridiculous. I'm getting trolled so bad right now. I should have first action made fucking Lingaribo, man. I thought more likely there was an imperm, not a fucking Storm Duster. What the hell?
Still has a normal summon yet.
Wait, they didn't fuse? Yep, nice. What do I do? I think it's got a white binder then? Ransom will be able to activate. Wait. I'm gonna attack this, right? Which one do I summon? Ransom then, or Cryptor? Probably Whitebinder. I need to draw.
Okay.
Okay. You want to set Majesty? I take it. Wait, what? Not a Destruction Sword card though. Okay. Now I'm just chilling.
Cheesy cat. Binder special. Is this where you get draw 2? Oh my god.
F their grave, I guess, right? Yeah. A little low on time, so I want to get a little fast, but yeah.
Oh boy. So many moves. I think I'm gonna be in solo mode for like a few days then.
Oh, they use a monster effect, really? Yeah.
I think today, if I can read all the cards.
I should have banished the MTP.
Red Ransom searches the field spell.
Where are the royals? What do you mean? There's royals in here.
Same old phone? Nah. Up.
Royal? I gotta go faster.
If Jesse Khan can run out of time. Oh shoot. You need that card? Pretty sure I disenchanted
Should have
that.
banished, I thought I haven't summoned yet. I thought I summoned. It doesn't matter. Alright, I am not playing this well, but it's fine. Alright, fuck this shit.
I don't even know what happened. Okay, he finally gets the mirror. Oh, I have to craft Gold Sark
I've already
then.
used all these effects though, so I'm gonna get a card banished. Have I used chest yet? I don't know if I have. Oh, I don't have time to think about shit. Alright, so this should have got banished. And then I should have banished Mirror off of field spell.
This is such a scuff game. What? Deck is... Okay, let's see this.
Combo God. That later. Welcome
This
to
is the last video.
Welcome to the Ultimate Maliss Combo Guide. These plays greatly differ from the physical card game because Link Decoder and Apollo USA are banned in the TCG but are legal in Master Duel. Make sure you use the video chapters to jump to each combo. You will learn one-card combos, how to completely counter hand traps like Ash, Nibiru, and Droll. Droll is important in this deck because you will use it against yourself to stop an opponent's Maxi or Fool loss. We will begin by normal summon.
What? What? You will use Nibiru?
Summoning Dormouse. Dormouse will activate to banish from the deck.
Okay, so it seems like Dormouse always banishes March
Activate
Hare.
Maliss Hare. Maliss Hare will
March Hare
trigger
goes
adding
back
itself
to
from the banish
hand.
pile to your hand. We're now going to link off the Dormouse into a Link Decoder banned in the TCG.
And then March Hare will, okay.
We're going to March Hare, banish from engrave our Dormouse to come forth and summon itself onto the field,
And that's
triggering the
all
Dormouse when
and then
banished
you
to summon
make,
itself onto the field.
Red
From here, we're going
Ransom.
to link all 3 into a Ransom. Now, very
Ransom
important
to the
detail
field
here, you want to put
spell.
the Ransom on Chain Link 1 with the Link Decoder on Chain Link 2, thus they
Okay.
cannot use Ash
So this is
Blossom
the
on the
same.
Ransom effect of searching your deck. Link Decoder is going to reborn from the graveyard as the Red Ransom is going to resolve
I just wanna
searching
see if
for
it's
the
the
Maliss
same as
Underground
the-
field spell.
the other
Now we're going to link
guys.
both our bodies in the field into an Apollo USA, again banned in the TCG. Now we can safely use the Maliss in Underground. We're going to banish from the deck a Maliss in the Mirror. Now the Maliss in the Mirror is going to be banishing from the graveyard a Maliss monster to search our deck for a Maliss monster. As you can see here, they are attempting to use the Ash Blossom, which we will very simply use the Apollo USA to negate. And just like that, we have completely countered Ash. As we banish the Red Ransom, we're going to be searching our deck for a White Rabbit. And when the Red Ransom is banished, it will trigger its effect to special summon itself onto the field, plus banish an additional monster from the deck, which we are going to be banishing our Chessy Cat. Chessy Cat, when banished, will trigger summoning itself onto the field.
Wait,
And
I
in
want to see if that's the same. Let's see, where's the Dormouse combo?
For the main combo, you'll just need Link
Dormouse.
which triggers to pay life and add itself to hand.
Okay, this part's the same.
Dormouse now trigger.
You go into Red Ransom, search the field spell. This is the same.
Alyssa, you're able to easily banish Mirror from deck.
Okay, you still banish Mirror.
Mirror triggers to banish Red Ransom to search for White Rabbit.
Wait, did he do that? Yes, he did.
effect to special summon itself onto the field, plus banish an additional bit, and when the Red Ransom is bird as the Apollo for a Maliss in the main safe is going to resolve searching for the Maliss and Underground field spell. Now we're going to link both our bodies on the field into an Apollo USA, again banned in the TCG. Now we could safely use the Maliss and Underground. We're going to banish from the deck a Maliss in the Mirror. Now the Maliss in the Mirror is going to be banishing from the graveyard a Maliss monster to search our deck for a Maliss monster. As you can see here, they are attempting to use the Ash Blossom, which we will very simply use the Apollo USA to negate. And just like that, we have completely countered Ash. As we banish the Red Ransom, we're going to be searching our deck for a White Rabbit. And when the Red Ransom is banished, it will trigger its effect to special summon itself onto the field, plus banish an additional monster from the deck, which we are going to be banishing our Chessy Cat. Chessy Cat, when banished, will
Banishing Red Ransom triggers it to summon itself and banish Chessy Cat from deck,
Okay, so it is always
which triggers
Chessy
it to
Cat.
summon itself.
trigger summoning itself onto the field, and in an open game state, we're going to activate the effect to banish the White Rabbit from our hand to draw 2 cards. Come to us, Double Beaver Warrior. Now the White Rabbit, when banished, will trigger to summon herself onto the field, which will on summon activate to set into the back row our Maliss GWC. From here, we're going to link 2 of our bodies into
Activate it to banish White Rabbit to draw.
So I guess this is
Activate White
Very
Rabbit to set
often.
TB11.
wait, TB11. Wait, this is different. He set the other one.
a Splash Mage. Splash Mage will now activate, reborning a monster from our grave in defense. Now, we're going to further link off the Splash Mage and another monster into a White Bind.
Okay.
Link Cat and Rabbit into Splash Mage.
Okay. He's still
Activate
good
it
in
to
the
revive
Splash
Cat.
Mage.
Link Cat and Mage into White Binder.
Binder is going to be banished away with the GWC the field, and in an open game state, we're going to activate its effect to banish the White Rabbit from our hand to draw 2 cards. Come to us, Double Beaver Warrior. Now the White Rabbit, when banished, will trigger to summon herself onto the field, which will on summon activate to set into the back row our Maliss GWC. From here, we're going to link 2 of our bodies into a Splash Mage.
Oh, he used the Red Ransom and the other guy didn't.
Splash Mage will now activate, reborning a monster from our grave in defense.
I guess
Now we're
it
going to
doesn't
further
matter.
link off the Splash Mage and
And
another
the
monster
White
into a
Binder.
White Binder. White Binder is going to be banished away with the GWC.
So C6.
To summon the Red Ransom back onto the field to now gain life equal to its attack, and that will also trigger the White Binder to summon itself back on the field after being banished and
then-
draw an additional card. This is a big moment where they could use
Activate it to set GWC6 from deck. Activate TB11 to banish Binder to summon anything from deck. All Maliss traps can activate the same turn they're set if you
Oh, so it summons anything, but you've already used all 3 effects.
banish a
I'm pretty-
Maliss monster from field. This triggers White Binder
He
to
comes
summon itself and
back.
draw 1. You don't have to activate Binder here, but even if you do, just banish TB11. Link all monsters except Apolissa into Terahertz.
See if he does that.
Use Ash on you, but you have a Polyusa to negate that Ash. Now we're going to activate the White Binder to set from the deck or the graveyard a GWC. Now let's link off all 3 remaining monsters besides the
Again.
Polyusa into a Terahertz. If you're not playing Terahertz, you could instead summon a Cryptor. Cryptor will give you the quick effect to non-target banish a card in the field. Now with your toggle on so they cannot use Effect Veiler on you, you're going to be going to the end phase to then activate the Terahertz effect to send from your action deck to the graveyard a Disave Worm. Now let's walk you through the disruptions and how to use them against the opponent. They're going to draw 4 cards here. They're going to be activating Fiendsmith Engraver, searching their deck for a Fiendsmith Tract.
so that
Activate the
seems-
Tract, and I'm going to chain my GWC to non-target summon from our graveyard or banishment a Maliss monster. Now, a big counter to this is going to be the opponent using Call by the Grave onto the White Binder. Activate the finger, trying to finger the White Binder, but we have Disave Worm in the graveyard to protect our White Binder from being negated and banished. Manish, the Disave Worm, and just like that, negate the Call to the Grave. GWC is going to resolve, summoning the White Binder onto the field, plus gaining life points. We're now at over 9,000 life points. And in response to its own summon, White Binder will now be triggering in response to their in-grave Lurry trying to reborn from the grave. The White Binder could banish up to 3 cards from either player's graveyard. We're going to target their graveyard Lurry and Engraver, plus we're going to target our own Red Ransom. If you want, you can
that
go
card's
directly
gonna
to
be hard to
targeting your
use.
White Rabbit, but we'll get to that later within this combo. Resolve it, banishing the Lurry Engraver and the Red Ransom. Red Ransom is going to trigger when banished, summoning itself onto the field, plus banishing another monster from the deck. That will be triggering the March Hare to add back to the hand. And we're also going to continue to chain link block the effect on summon to search our deck for a card so they cannot Ash Blossom us. Grab the March Hare as we also search our deck for a follow-up field spell. Now they're going to normal summon a Snake Eye Ash. We're going to use the final negate on the Apollyon, and I'm going to use the additional effect of Terahertz to send from the action deck to the graveyard. Right here I'm sending a pack bit, but you could send instead an Aggregator. Aggregator's effect when sent to the graveyard can target 1 face-up card in the field to negate its effects until the end of this turn. Instead, by using pack bit, you target 1 monster in your graveyard or 1 face-up monster in your opponent's field. You discard 1 card, which would be one of the cards we drew among the 3, and we get to push that monster into the back row. Now, if you're questioning which is better between the Aggregator and the pack bit, we're going to have to see through tournaments. Otherwise, remember the Terahertz could instead be a Cryptor, which would be a non-target banish of any card in the field. Let's resolve it. Snake Eye Ash negated. Pack bit is going to be pushing the Snake Eye Ash into the back row. You go.
people are
Now, we're
playing
not
Terahertz
done
'cause
with
you get
disruption. We still have
two
more plays.
disruptions.
We are going to be summoning our March Hare to banish the in-grave White Rabbit, which will trigger its effects when banished to summon itself onto the field to set into the back row our MTP-07. While we control a Maliss Link monster, we could add a monster from the deck and also non-target banish any card on the field. Now, they can Ash Blossom this, so if we had not used our Apollyon negate on an Ash Blossom earlier or onto the Snake Eye Ash, it would be very important for the Apollyon to protect your trap, ensuring it could search and to also banish a card.
Okay, I'm back. Let's just finish the video. And then we'll probably be tomorrow before I build the deck and then actually test it out in like solo mode.
Card on the field. Now they're going to be activating a Millennium. Millennium's going to try to summon for the back row. We're now going to be using the NTP, banishing a Maliss monster to activate the turn it's set, searching for another March Hare so we can trigger any card in graveyard during the next turn. And this will also trigger the effect of the White Binder to reborn itself back onto the field and draw an additional card. Very nice. We drew 4 in total, tons of disruption. That is your 1 card wombo combo play to completely counter Ash Blossom. Now it's time for a 1 card White Rabbit play. We're going to be normal summoning the White Rabbit on summon, triggering to
I wonder if he still goes into like
set a trap in the deck. We're going to set a TB11 to activate the
Okay, does he also go into TB11?
If you have Rabbit, do this. Active. Set TB11.
Okay, he does.
turn set. We're going to be banishing the White Rabbit to summon from the deck a Dormouse. That Dormouse cannot activate through the trap summon. Now with the White Rabbit being banished, it's going to summon itself back in the field.
And then you make the
We're
lizard.
going to link off the Dormouse and White Rabbit into a Lizard Dose. Now, Lizard Dose's cost is to banish in the graveyard, meaning if they have an Imperm or Veiler, it does not stop us from banishing the Dormouse in grave so that it reborns itself back onto the field. Banish the Dormouse, trigger its effect, reborn, and now can activate the effect to banish from the deck a Chessy Cat. Chessy Cat, when banished, will be summoning itself onto...
Does this also?
Link both.
3, 2, 1.
Oh my god. Why is it always 2 ads, man? Probably like... There's 1 skippable ad.
Dormouse now triggers to banish Cat.
Okay, it is
Cat
Chessy
summons
Cat.
itself.
To the field, and now we're going to be linking off a Chessy Cat. Chessy Cat, when banished, will be summoning itself onto the field, and now we're going to be linking off a Link 2 and the Dormouse, keeping the Chessy Cat on the field, going into a Red Ransom. Red Ransom will now be searching our deck. Now, normally we would be searching for the field spell, but we need a card in our hand to banish for Chessy Cat to ensure that we get to draw 2. What this means is, if you already have a Maliss card in hand to banish for your Chessy Cat draw 2 effect, you can search for the field spell instead. After grabbing the Maliss and Mirror, we're going to be banishing the...
See what he does.
Link Dormouse and Lizard into Red Ransom. Activated to search underground.
Oh, he still searches for the field spell.
Link Ransom and Cat into Splash Mage.
Okay.
Activated to revive Cat.
That's not Cat.
Link both monsters into White Binder.
So he does something different then.
Mirror with the Chessy Cat drawn to 2 Beaver Warriors, triggering the Maliss and Mirror when banished, no matter where it's banished from, to banish a card from our graveyard. By banishing a monster, we're going to search our deck for a March Hare. Now we're going to link off the Chessy Cat into a Link Decoder. Link Decoder and Red Ransom are going to link off into a Firewall Dragon. That will meet the requirement for the Link Decoder, and we're also going to be using the effect of March Hare to banish a monster from engrave. That monster we're banishing will be the Red Ransom. March Hare is here, and also come forth Link Decoder. Now trigger the Red Ransom when banished to summon itself onto the field, and banish a card from our deck, which will be another March Hare. That March Hare will add itself from the banishment to our hand, and now we're going to turn our 3 bodies of the main monster zones into a Cryptor. Now, this will be...
I think that's like the same thing, right? You use Cryptor to trigger Firewall.
Activated to banish
Binder
the Trap
first.
and Red Ransom.
This one go into Binder first?
Field spell instead. After grabbing the Maliss and Mirror, we're going to be banishing the Mirror
don't
with the
think
Chessy
so.
Cat drawn to
He
2
just
Beaver
doesn't go
Warriors,
into
triggering the Maliss and
Binder
Mirror when
yet.
banished, no matter where it's banished from, to banish a card from our graveyard. By banishing a monster, we're going to search our deck for a March Hare. Now we're going to link off the Chessy Cat into a Link Decoder. Link Decoder and Red Ransom are going to link off into a Firewall Dragon. That will meet the requirement for the Link Decoder, and we're also going to be using the effect of March Hare to banish a monster from engrave. That monster we're banishing will be the Red Ransom. March Hare is here, and also come forth Link Decoder. Now trigger the Red Ransom when banished to summon itself onto the field, and banish a card from our deck, which will be another March Hare. That March Hare will add itself from the banishment to our hand, and now we're going to turn our 3 bodies of the main monster zones into a Cryptor. Now, this will be triggering the effect of the Firewall Dragon to summon a monster from the hand, which will be the March Hare. And then we are going to be linking off these 2 bodies into a Splash Mage. Splash Mage will now be reborning a monster in grave. It does not matter what we want to reborn. Just ensure that I would say it is not a White Rabbit, because we don't want them to chain a Bestial to banish it away. Now, we're going to turn the Splash Mage and the extra monster to Link 2 plus a monster to go into a White Binder. With the White Binder, we are going to be activating its effect to banish the Cryptor from the grave. That's the on-summon effect. And we're also going to be using the effect of Firewall Dragon to add the in-grave March Hare back to our hand. Cryptor triggering when banished, summoning itself back onto the field. Now we're going to use the effect of White Binder to set from the deck or graveyard a GWC. We're going to use the effect of Cryptor to return the Maliss and Mirror back in the deck to banish any card in the field, which will be the White Binder. I should also note that we did not just banish the Cryptor with the effect of White Binder, we banished additionally another Maliss card, which was the Maliss Dormouse, to ensure that the Cryptor will have enough fuel to banish a card on the field during the opponent's turn. Let's resolve that, return the Mirror, banish the White Binder. White Binder, when banished, will resummon itself back onto the field and draw an additional card. Now we're going to turn all 3 bodies onto the field into a Terahertz. Terahertz, we're going to toggle on, and then in the end phase, we're going to use the effect to play around a Veil.
Did you do that too?
Red Ransom summons itself in the middle zone and banishes March Hare. which triggers to add itself to hand. Activate White Binder to set GWC6. Activate March Hare in hand to banish Rabbit and summon itself. Link it into Link Decoder.
Now you go into the firewall.
Link Decoder and Binder
So you
to
still
Firewall
end up with
Dragon
like
and summon the next Red
ransom plus firewall.
Link Decoder summons back. Activate Underground and banish Mirror. Activate Mirror to banish Binder to search follow-up.
So he did it that way because he didn't have, I think because he didn't search mirror with ransom.
White Binder comes back and draws 1.
No idea which one's better.
Activate Firewall to add back Hare and Chessie from grave to hand. Link into Heart's Crypto using everything except Firewall.
Now you trigger firewall to special summon the hair.
This
I
triggers
think.
Firewall to summon Cat from hand.
Oh, okay.
Activate Cat to banish Hare to draw 2. Link everything into Terahertz.
So this is the same.
Set some cards so you don't discard them. End your turn. During the end phase, set
Okay, it's similar. You end on the same thing, but the order is slightly
the
different.
save worm to grave.
We're going to send from the extra deck to the graveyard a Disave Worm. Then, of course, with the Terahertz, you potentially have in your extra deck an Aggregator, which can negate any face-up card in the field, or you'll possibly have
Oh,
a
I still need
Pack
to pull for these. I need to pull for... Yeah, there's a bunch of cards I still need to pull for. Let me see. Okay, pull for is this one, which is in Soldiers of the Storm. Okay, this one's I'm pulling for. I think I have access code. But also from Soldiers of the Storm, Lingaribo, I may or may not have. This one is a rare. Have Soldiers. Oh, okay, so I should be. Wow, Terahertz is a secret rare. It's crazy. Okay, so I think it's better now to pull from. Where do you get this from? Oh. Have to craft that, I guess. Let me look at the Soldier of the Storm. 1, 2, 3. I like how you don't even use sign-up mining. Even though, I think you could. Yep, time to pull for cyber stuff. Oh, but I have to... Well, what's the secret rare that I craft? I just craft a Terahertz? That gives me access to this? I think so. It's the only card I need.
Again, between the two cards, which one is better, we're going to have to see through tournaments. If you want to see the disruptions more in detail, go to the end part of one card Dormouse to see us interrupt the opponent's turn. Now, what happens if we only have a field spell? We're going to activate the Mouse and Underground to banish from the deck a Dormouse, trigger into...
Okay, let's see if this is the same. These are like the 3 main combos you need to know.
If you just have Underground or Gold Sarcophagus, do this combo. Activate it. Banish Dormouse.
Okay, it is always banish Dormouse.
Its effect when banished to summon itself onto the field. We're now going to activate the banish from the deck a White Rabbit, which will trigger to summon itself onto the field. Now on summon, the White Rabbit will be triggering to set from the deck a TB11. We're
Okay, should always be TB11.
White Rabbit. White Rabbit summons itself. Activate to set TB11.
Okay.
going to be linking off the field into a Splash Mage. Why didn't we go into a Lizard Dose or a Link Decoder? Well, we don't have a way to trigger the Link Decoder, and also the Lizard Dose cannot banish any of these monsters to trigger their effects since they have already been banished. Thus, the next order of business will be going into the Splash Mage. Splash Mage's downside is that it locks you into Cyberse monsters only on the resolution of its effect, thus we have no play to go into an Apollo USA. Let's reborn the Dormouse, turn the Link 2 plus an additional body into a Red Ransom. Red Ransom on summon is going to trigger its effect to search our deck for a Maliss in the mirror. We already have the field spell, so we grab the mirror. We're now going to use TB11 to banish the Red Ransom on field to summon from the deck a Chessie Cat. That will trigger the Red Ransom to summon itself onto the field after being banished. Banish from the deck a March Hare. March Hare, when banished, will add itself back to the hand. Now, right now, we cannot activate Chessy Cat because it was summoned from the deck with the trap. So we need a way to get it off the field, banish it, and then it comes back, and it will then be activatable. We're going to be linking off the Chessy Cat into our Link Decoder, getting into the graveyard so that we can banish it with the March Hare. By banishing the Chessy Cat, we summon a March Hare, triggering the effect of the Chessy Cat to summon itself onto the field, and now it's activatable. We're going to banish the Maliss and Mirror to draw 2 cards here, and instead of banishing a monster with the Maliss and Mirror, we're going to be banishing the TB11. TB11 being banished will ensure that we can search our deck for a GWC. Now, we're going to be linking off 3 bodies, Chessy Hare, and the Link Decoder into a Cryptor. That'll be triggering the effect of the Link Decoder to reborn itself back onto the field. And a very important detail is that the Cryptor requires 3 monsters, including a Maliss monster, where the Red Ransom and the White Binder only require 2 monsters, which includes a Maliss monster. Now, we are going to be using the Cryptor and the Link Decoder plus the Red Ransom, 3 bodies to go into the White Binder. You may be thinking, that's a lot of bodies to go into the Link 3. Well, since we didn't have a Link 2 monster, it does require 3 bodies otherwise. Now, the White Binder on summon, we're going to banish from the grave our Cryptor, which will trigger its effect to summon itself back onto the field. Now, we're going to set the GWC, we're going to activate it to banish away the White Binder, to reborn the Red Ransom to gain life equal to its original attack, and that will then trigger the effect of the White Binder to reborn itself back onto the field, to also draw our 3rd card for the turn. We're now going to use the effect of White Binder to set from the deck or from the graveyard the GWC. And with these 3 bodies in the field, we're now going to turn it into a Terahertz. Now, with the toggle on in game, we're going to go to the end phase. We're going to activate the effect to send a disable from the extra deck to the graveyard to ensure that we can negate a spell trap card. A very important note compared to the 1-card Dormouse play.
Is it Apollosa Cybers? Wait, I'm pretty sure Apollosa is Cybers, is it not? Oh, it's Fairy. Wait, there was something that was Cybers. IP Masquerena? What am I thinking of? There's like a random boss monster, like generic boss monster that's Cybers. Can't remember.
Is that because we properly summoned a Cryptor and is now in the graveyard, that is going to be an additional body that we want to potentially banish alongside the White Rabbit, so that we're going to have the additional forms of disruption where the White Rabbit could set the trap that allows us to search our deck, then banish a card in the field, and the Cryptor is going to be able to return a banished card back into the deck to then non-target banish any card in the field. And again, if you want to see the disruptions in action, make sure you check out the end part of the 1-card Dormouse play. It is now time to showcase what happens with the 1-card Dormouse play if they end up using Nibiru against you. Do you lose? When's the last chance? Chance they could actually activate the Nibiru. When are they screwed? Let's go through exactly that. Since you already saw the 1-card Dormouse play at the start of the video, if not, make sure you watch that. We're going to speed up until the point where they can activate Nibiru. Summon Dormouse, banish from the deck a March Hare, add back to the hand. We're not going to change the Dormouse, summon itself onto the field, triggering both the field, and the Red Ransom now searches for a Maliss in Underground. This is their last opportunity to activate their Nibiru, otherwise you're going to be going into an Apollo USA, which will negate the Nibiru. Let's see what happens here as we add the Maliss in Underground. Nibiru, of course, comes out, tributing off our field. Are we now screwed, or are we completely okay? Let's find out as we now activate Ransom and Grave to search our deck for a White Warrior. On Master Duel,
What if you can create your own website by saying, this is what I want?
See that Infinite Impermanence is one of the most popular hand trap disruptions in the game. I'm going to showcase a play where the opponent has at least 2 of them, and we have a TB11 or an NTP07 set onto the field to help dodge the Impermanence. We're going to first set the TB11, summon the Dormouse, activate the Dormouse. They're going to activate Infinite Impermanence, and then we can now use the TB11 to chain banish away our Dormouse to dodge the Impermanence, thus summoning a monster from the deck. We're going to summon a Chessy Cat, as the Dormouse itself is banishing from the deck a White Rabbit. Now, we were intending to banish a Hare, but because they use Impermanence and we use the TB11, we now changed our play to instead banish a White Rabbit. White Rabbit is going to be triggering alongside the Dormouse to summon both bodies onto the field. Come forth, White Rabbit and the Dormouse. We're now going to be triggering the effect of the White Rabbit, which they're going to use another Impermanence. Negate our White Rabbit mate. That's okay. We're now going to be going into our best default play, which is a Link Decoder plus 2 other bodies, so we can turn all 3 bodies into a Red Ransom. I'm going to speed this up because we saw this in other plays. Make sure to chain link block the Red Ransom with the Link Decoder. Now, I'm calling this Dormouse versus Maxi and Droll because it's very important for you to understand that we are using Droll and Lockbird to stop the opponent's Maxi or the opponent's Fool Loss. That is why Droll is used in your deck. Not only will Droll stop the opponent from adding cards from their deck to their hand, it will also be stopping you from adding from your own deck to your hand. Thus, you're going to have to know the custom plays through Dormouse, White Rabbit, and the field spell while you're under the effect of Droll and Lockbird to stop the opposing player's Maxi. Or because Droll is going to be quite popular among other Maliss players, so it's also even more important when they use it against you to know how to make your plays. Let's resolve the Maxi against us. Every special summon is going to result in a draw for them. We're going to be banishing from the deck our Maliss March Hare, and then it's going to add back as we are now going to link off into a Link Decoder. They're going to draw a card thanks to the Maxi, and that is when we're going to fire off the Droll and Lockbird. We're going to be banishing with the March Hare as the March Hare summons here, and we're now going to be using the banish effect of Dormouse summoning itself onto the field. We're going to link this off into a Red Ransom. We're going to not be searching, so there is no chain link block because of the Droll and Lockbird triggering the Link Decoder to reborn itself onto the field. We're going to turn both bodies into a Splash Mage. And the good question is it still good to summon a Red Ransom when you can't search your deck? Yes, the effect when banished to come back in the field plus banish another Maliss monster is absolutely insane. So we're going to be using the Splash Mage to reborn back onto the field from the grave of March Hare, turn both bodies into a White Binder here. White White Binder on summon is going to be the banish trigger for the Red Ransom. Red Ransom, when banished, will summon itself onto the field, banishing from the deck a White Rabbit. White Rabbit triggering when banished to summon itself onto the field, which will then on summon activate to set from the deck a TB11. We're now going to use the White Binder to set from the deck a GWC. We're going to use the TB11 to banish the White Binder to summon from the deck a Chessy Cat. That will trigger the White Binder to reborn itself back onto the field. We are under the effect of Draw and Lockbird, but we can still special summon even though it's an effect to also draw a card. We're now going to link off the Chessy Cat into a Lingaribo. This can negate any trap effects, which could be, let's say, an impermanence. Now let's link off the other monsters into a Terahertz. And this is our ending field, as the Terahertz will send a Disable during the end phase. Now during the opponent's turn, if they have an impermanence or an evenly match, or let's say it's the mirror match, they set their own Maliss back row trap card to activate it to initiate a play. You have Lingaribo to negate that play. And similar to the one card Dormouse play, we're going to have the Disable to negate any spell and trap card, with the GWC being able to reborn the White Binder to then banish at least the White Rabbit to then trigger its effect to set from the deck.
All right, let's continue.
MT07 to the then add a card from the deck, and then non-target card door. A White Rabbit normal summon that's going to be against Maxi and Drone Locker. We're going to set from the deck a TB11, banishing our White Rabbit to activate it. That's when they're going to activate their Maxi. That is fine with us. On the resolution, the TB11, we're going to summon a Dormouse that cannot activate. They're going to draw a card. We're going to trigger the White Rabbit as we chain a Drone Lockbird. Thus, they're not going to be drawing a second card for this play. Come forth onto the field. Our White Rabbit, we have to remember, it has already been banished, but the Dormouse has not. Now, let's link two bodies into a Lizardos. Lizardos is going to be banishing from engrave by cost, not by effect. So if they have impermanence or Valor, it does not stop this effect, as the Dormouse when banished will now be reborning. And now, because it's not summoned through the TB11, it can activate the banish in the deck, a Chessy Cat, which will trigger to summon itself onto the field. Now, we're going to turn the Link 2 and a Dormouse into a Red Ransom. Red Ransom cannot search our deck. We're going to further turn the Chessy Cat and the Red Ransom into a Splash Mage. Now, Splash Mage will be activating to reborn engrave a Chessy Cat, and then we're going to turn the Link 2 and the Chessy Cat into a White Binder. White Binder is going to be activating to banish from engrave the Red Ransom. Red Ransom is going to trigger summon itself onto the field, banishing for the deck a March Hare, adding back to the hand after being banished. And
oh boy. My brain's getting fried.
then we are going to be using the White Binder to set from the deck a GWC. We're going to use the March Hare.
Wait, how do you add to hand?
Chessy Cat, and then we're going to turn the Link 2 and the Chessy Cat into a White Binder. White Binder is going to be activating to banish from engrave the Red Ransom. Red Ransom is going to trigger, summoning itself onto the field, banishing for the deck a March Hare, adding back to the hand after being banished. And then we are going to be using the White Binder to set from the deck a GWC. We're going to use the March Hare to banish the TB11 from engrave just to get it onto the field. And then we're going to be linking off the March Hare into our Link Decoder play. With the Link Decoder on field, we're going to turn the White Binder and Link Decoder into a Firewall Dragon. Firewall Dragon is being summoned to trigger the effect of the Link Decoder. We're going to use the Firewall Dragon, which is co-linked with the Red Ransom here. It's very important that it is being linked up with it. If you were to summon it into the extra monster zone, you would have screwed this up. We're going to add back the March Hare in graveyard, and now we're going to be linking off all three bodies in the field into a Tempest Terahertz. Terahertz going to be sending from the extra deck to the graveyard a Disable with their toggle on to play around an effect Veiler. Killer, and we have the one card. They're banned. Use our Drone Locker to protect ourselves. First, we're going to be banishing a Dormouse from the deck. They're going to be chaining the Max C to our effective special summon, and then on the resolution of the summon, they're going to draw a card. Thus, we're going to hit them with a Drone Lockbird. And then let's play from here. Dormouse banished from the deck. A White Rabbit. White Rabbit triggering, summon itself onto the field after being banished. Trigger to set a TB11 from the deck. We're going to link off both bodies into a Splash Mage. Previously, we summoned a Lizard Dose, but we know that the Dormouse and the White Rabbit have both already been banished. Thus, Splash Mage will be our next play. Splash Mage is going to be reborning from in Graveyard. Let's turn both bodies, a Link 2 and another body, into a Red Ransom. Can't search due to the Drone Locker. We're going to use TB11 to banish the Red Ransom to summon from the deck a March Hare. That will trigger the effect of the Red Ransom to summon itself back on the field, and banish a Chessy Cat to trigger its effect to summon itself onto the field. Now, with these three bodies, we're going to turn one of them into a Link Decoder, and then we're going to be turning all three bodies into a White Binder. That will be triggering the Link Decoder and the White Binder on summon. We're going to be reborning Link Decoder as we also banish up to 3 cards in the graveyard. From the graveyard, we're going to be banishing away our March Hare, and March Hare, when banished, going to add itself back to the hand here, and then we're going to
oh god, that's too fast. Oops.
into a Firewall Dragon. Now, we're going to use the March Hare to banish the White Binder here, which will summon itself onto the field, triggering the White Binder to summon itself onto the field. And you want to summon it right under the Firewall Dragon to ensure that it is co-linked. Now, we're going to link off the March Hare into a Lingaribo, and then we're going to use the Firewall Dragon to add the March Hare to our hand. We have not performed our normal summon yet. We have the option to normal summon the March Hare and then link off with the March Hare, White Binder, and Firewall Dragon, which would keep the Lingaribo on the field to further protect us from a trap card like Impermanence, or it could protect us in the mirror match against the opposing player who wants to use TB11 or GWC against us. In this replay, I'm going to keep the March Hare in hand instead, as we're going to use the Lingaribo to link off. But do note that you have those two options. Both are great plays. You're going to link off all three bodies into a Terahertz. Again, toggle on. In the end phase, use Terahertz to send it to Save Worm. We now have the spell and trap card negate. We have March Hare, we have GWC. Either the March Hare or GWC will allow the White Binder to summon onto the field, as we're then going to be banishing the White Rabbit, which then summons and then allows us to give us the ability to non-target banish card in the field. Again, check out the end of the one-card Dormouse combo at the start of the video to see the disruptions more in depth being used against the opponent. Because Maliss is all about banishing, you have the opportunity. If this deals...
I wonder if he plays against Lanthea. Probably not. I don't think this deck can play through Lanthea.
Everyone else. Now let's talk about how to defeat Maliss. Starting off with the most prevalent disruptions in permanence.
Almost done. I don't think I need to watch D-Shifter.
Against the opponent. Because Maliss is all about banishing, you have the opportunity to potentially put in a Dimension Shifter into your main deck, but it's not going to be that great against the mirror match. Nonetheless, the opponent may be playing D-Shifter in their own Maliss deck to then use it against you. Let's find out what is the best play under. If Bystials end up being the best way to play Maliss, since we don't have the Ignister cards, which help support the deck immensely, I'm going to showcase to you what happens if they have an Impermanence and you are on the Bystial engine. We're going to summon a Dormouse, activate to banish from the deck. They're going to chain Impermanence, negate. Now, if you would like to, you could set a bluff card from your hand to the back row, and they may possibly use the Impermanence before you even activate the Dormouse because they're afraid of you flipping up the traps in response to the Impermanence, banishing the Dormouse to completely dodge the disruption. And if that's the case, you then get to completely outplay them, as you get to put the Dormouse into the graveyard for a Link 1, banish a Baldrake, and then just activate the Dormouse completely around the Impermanence after you bluffed having a trap in your back row that could banish the Dormouse when you probably didn't. Now, in the inverse, you have to also think about that yourself. If you want to imperm a normal summon Dormouse because they have a back row card, they may have a Bystial which will completely outplay you. Let's resolve the Impermanence, and now we're going to be linking off the Dormouse into our default play. This is what you want to try to do every single duel. How can I get to a Link Decoder plus 2 other bodies as we Bystial banish the Dormouse in graveyard? And with these 3 bodies, is the perfect anti-Ash play, as we of course go into the Red Ransom. What do? We chain link block it by putting it on chain link 1 with the Decoder on chain link 2. Reborn, the Decoder, Red Ransom searching for the field spell, link off both bodies into an Apollo USA. Now we have a monster negate against Ash. We're going to use the Mouse and Underground, banish the mirror, which they could Ash, but they can't because we have the Apollo USA. We're going to banish the Engrave Red Ransom, search our deck for a White Rabbit. We were used it for normal summon. That's okay, as the Red Ransom then summons and banishes the Chessy Cat. Chessy Cat, when banished, reborns itself onto the field. Banish from our hand the White Rabbit, as we now draw 2. Trigger the White Rabbit to summon itself onto the field.
You can use either the 2 effect monsters or 1 effect monster.
On summon, it will be triggering to set from the deck. What we're setting will be the TB11. We're going to link off 2 bodies into a Splash Mage. Now, with the Splash
back.
Mage, we're going to be reborning from Engrave our Chessie Cat. And
Now
then
White
we're going to
Binder.
further turn a Link 2 and another monster into
Okay, I'm
a
starting to
White
get the hang
Binder.
of it. White Binder, and
is
the
gonna
next
be
thing you're gonna try to summon is Terahertz.
activating to set from the deck a GWC. We're going to
So
use the
special summon one
TB11, banish
back.
away the White Binder, to
And that
summon
gets you
from the
enough
deck
to
a
make
March Hare.
Terahertz.
And now we're going to be using the effect of the White Binder, reborning itself back onto the field as we're going to be drawing a third card. Let's link
Now you
all
make
this up
Terahertz. Okay.
into a Terahertz.
Okay.
Now the benefit of TB11 here was pulling a March Hare from the deck where otherwise we did not have access to it because they negated our Dormouse. Thus, we ran out of ways to access the other copies of our Maliss monsters. And what's going to happen is during the opponent's turn, we could use the effect of the White Binder on summon to additionally banish the March Hare in graveyard if we weren't going to be accessing
Okay,
the
this
March
one's
Hare
pretty much
disruptions
done.
happening during the
Maliss.
opponent's turn. You're playing the Bestial Engine and you have a card like Chessie Cat with no other Maliss cards to banish and then special summon onto the field. This is awkward because the Chessie is pretty much doing nothing on its own. It's not a one-card combo play, but if used alongside a Bestial, we're going to showcase what you could do with these two cards. Summon a Chessie and then link it off into a Link Decoder. Again, this is the
So you
default
just get into Red
hand that will
Ransom.
be allowing us to chain
Oh wait, never mind. It doesn't special summon it back.
activate and resolve the effect of Splash Mage yet. We're now going to go into a Red Ransom. That will be allowing us to chain link block the Red Ransom with the effect of the deck.
Yeah, this is the same
Use the
run.
field March Hare since we have D. We're going to link off
Blah,
these
blah,
two
blah.
Cat and behind the Apollo USA to
Wait, you're making Firewall after this? I don't know if you need to.
to summon itself and then banish from the deck a Dormouse since we have not used it yet. Dormouse is going to be summoning after being banished and then banish from the deck a White Rabbit, which will trigger to summon itself onto the field to then
So at this state, he could make Splash Mage.
on summon to set a trap from the deck, which will be
So
the
then he doesn't. He
GWC.
makes
We're going to link off these two
Firewall.
bodies into a Firewall Dragon. Now, Firewall Dragon is going to be targeting the Chessie Cat in graveyard to return itself back to the hand because we properly summoned the Firewall Dragon directly behind the Apollo USA to ensure that it is called. Because of monster the Firewall Dragon was pointing to, which means where we're summoning all these cards exactly how I showcased in this combo, you have to be doing the same thing because as it states, when a card this points to is sent to the graveyard, we could special summon a Cyberse monster from the hand, which will be the initial Chessie Cat, which we have not activated yet, to banish a card from our hand to draw two cards. We're going to banish the March Hare to
March
draw
Hare
two
comes
Beaver
back.
Warriors, trigger the March Hare, add back to the hand. And then we're going to March Hare, banish from Engrave the Dormouse, just to get it onto the field. And then with the already used up
Terahertz.
Firewall Dragon and two other bodies, we're going to go
Oh, wait,
into a
never mind.
Cryptor. And with
Never
this, we're going to be
mind.
linking off the
He didn't even go into Splash
Cryptor
Mage.
into a
Oh,
Splash
there.
Mage. Splash
What?
Mage is now going to be further reborning a monster from Engrave so that we can turn a Link 2 and an additional body into a White Binder. White Binder on summon is going to be banished from
I
the
guess it doesn't
graveyard a
matter.
Cryptor, and we're going to chain the GWC.
I guess usually you don't go
this
into
right here is not a
Cryptor.
chain link block, but we are setting up a chain link block by setting up multiple trigger effects at once. What are we triggering more than once? Well, we want the White Binder and the Cryptor to be on the same chain link to ensure that they cannot use an Ash Blossom, but we already have an Apollo right to negate it. Well, ideally, we don't have to negate an Ash. If we don't have to, we could just chain link block it instead. GWC, Reborn, the Red Ransom, gain 2300, banish the Cryptor on resolution. Now we're going to put the chain link 1, White Binder, chain link 2, Cryptor to block it from an Ash Blossom, and then let's reborn it. Cryptor is here, summon the White Binder, draw
Now
an additional card.
use all
Our three
three?
draws have happened. White Binder is going to set from the graveyard the GWC. We're going to turn all
Now
three
you go into
bodies
Terrors.
into
Okay.
our Terahertz.
So that's, like, slightly
Terahertz with
more
our toggle
value.
on is going to send a banish on the field. Hands down, the best Maliss deck list will be on Master.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna pull from. I'm gonna craft Terahertz, pull from that secret pack, and then call it a day for today. And then I don't think my brain can handle any more learning of this deck. I was going to like at least read the cards and maybe play solo, but that's gonna be That's gonna be for like tomorrow. Okay, let's see. Back to here. So we have to... there's a free pack in the shop first. Okay. Free pack. Give me a UR. It's gonna be a rare. Cool. We're all getting disenchanted. Now we can go back to the deck. We're gonna craft terahertz. That's gonna give me this. Leave and move. Okay, now I can pull for this. This is better than pulling for the Maliss one. Ugh. I got a link though. I did not need that. I didn't get anything I wanted. I can go one more. Okay, that's like 2 URs. Okay, firewall. Need like 2 more cards from here too. We keep pulling? Maybe I'll go one more. Oh, that is terrible. Oh, I think I pull one more time, and then we'll disenchant this and call this a day. Please give me something I need. Oh, this is my last gems. Oh, is that 4? Oh, there we go. I got a Raigeki too. There we go. I think I only need to craft like 1 UR from this. That's really good. Did I get more secret packs? Yes, I did, but I don't get free pulls from these. Okay, let's disenchant. Deck, we're gonna first batch. Dismantle all extra cards. And dismantle selected cards. I'm gonna go from... I think this card's useless. Oh! Wait, that's useless. I don't run this card. Very good for Cyberse. I could use another Raigeki, honestly. Silent Mining. I feel like I should keep. I think I'll keep Silent Mining. Alright, where do I start pulling from? Sword Corrector? Oh god, all of these. Okay, here's the card that I needed. Maliss. Toon Terror. Need this? No. Probably check these. I can keep the junk one. Mark of the Rose. I can keep that. Second Link Haribo. Maybe for some like Auto Extravagance Pro. Oh, this card's good. I think, right? Yeah, that card's good. I don't think you need... I'll keep it. Cyberse Quantum Dragon, we'll keep it. I should check these cards to make sure. Cold Enchanter. Well, Labyrinth. They're like not used in Labyrinth. Okay, it's quick check. There's all no URs, right? Yeah, I really only care about if they're secret rare. Not even secret rare, only if they're like ultra rare. Go back all the way down to the my list cards. Oh god. Keeping that, we're keeping all of this. Starting from here, I guess. I wish you could just disenchant all rare cards normal. That way you can just recraft them again. What is this? Link into the Varanes. Special summon one monster from your hand, also maybe I'll keep it. Seems pretty bad though. Gusto Emerald? I guess I'll keep that. Probably will never use it though. Yeah. We'll get rid of it. We're never gonna use it. Alright, go back down. We're getting there. The firewall. For the new future. Okay, let's finish this up. So there's the firewall. That card could be useful. Finite conflict. Two terahertz. Okay, we're getting there. Where was I? Firewall. Terahertz. Firewall Phantom. I'm sure it's a good card, but if it's never going to be playing on the list. Not like I want to play Cybers. Yeah, definitely don't need that UI. Coded Alive. What, almost done? Why do I keep this card? I don't know. Terahertz. I thought I would keep sign-up mining. These two definitely. I can craft these arrays if I need them later. Keep both of those. What is this? Utopia Rising. I don't think I need that. Armory Arm we can keep. Almost there. Oh, we're almost there. After Armory Arm. Oh, that's it. Alright, we're done. I'm pretty much done with this deck. I think I have Firewall. I think I just need the Fusion that you send to the grave, and then I need 2 Maliss field spells, which I'll just craft at this point. I'm out of gems anyway, but I have so much crafting material. Then tomorrow, we're gonna start learning the deck. We'll see how much of the information I can retain from today's videos. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.